Hello and welcome! In this video, we will discover 15 tips to build unbreakable self-discipline. Hey, if you look at your life right now, what is the reason you are not as successful, happy, or healthy as you could be at this point in your life? Apart from many excuses, there is probably just one simple reason: lack of self-discipline. You simply don't do what you need to do to enjoy the levels of success you want. If you think about it, what does it really take for you to be successful in all areas of your life? Chances are it's no secret. Everybody knows what it takes to get in shape, but how many people are? Everyone knows what to do to perform better at their job, but how many people still don't do it? Everyone knows which foods to avoid and which ones to eat, but most people still don't do that either. Self-discipline is the ability to act according to what you think is right and not how you feel. It is the creating of new habits by actions aimed at improving oneself and ultimately reaching those goals you want. For instance, avoiding taking junk food, even though you feel like taking it because you know it is not so good for your health. Many people lack the ability to stop themselves from doing things that are not good, which translates to lack of self-discipline. To be able to develop self-discipline, you must have the will and commitment to try to be self-disciplined for the greater good. Research shows that to achieve anything, to be happy, and to achieve our goals, self-discipline is paramount. Success in life comes from the actions you take on a consistent basis, and only self-discipline allows you to do that. It has been proven that those people who accomplish more and are respected more have the ability to delay gratification. One of the most important things that we can do to develop in life is to focus on the habits that will build unbreakable self-discipline. If you can build unbreakable amounts of self-discipline in your life, then there isn't going to be anything that you can't achieve. It's almost like a superpower, if you will. Imagine having the self-discipline to never miss a workout in the morning, or the self-discipline to not indulge in every piece of chocolate that you see, or the self-discipline to never retaliate when you feel as if you have been wronged. Can you imagine how much better your life both could and would be? When you don't have any self-discipline, though, life can seem rather painful. It can leave you questioning your tri-strength, questioning whether or not you have what it takes to truly succeed, and questioning whether or not you will ever achieve the goals that you have set for yourself. If you want to start achieving more of the goals that you have for yourself, then you need to find a way to build unbreakable self-discipline, and this guide is here to help you out. In the next minutes, you will find out all the reasons why self-discipline is such an important skill to focus on and to develop, and 15 powerful ways to build unbreakable self-discipline. Hey, but just before, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to download your free book to change your life by clicking on the link in the description below the video. 1. Learn to control simple habits. Habits dictate how and what you do in your daily activities. Therefore, to create and maintain self-discipline, you must train yourself to let go and avoid bad habits and embrace good habits to achieve self-discipline. For instance, if you train yourself to be satisfied with what you have, this kills the notion of always lamenting what you don't have. That leads to stress. Hence, focusing on discipline yourself becomes difficult. Learning to be content with what you have will lead to accepting yourself and prevent self-fighting, hence achieving self-discipline. 2. Making schedules and testing yourself. Test yourself and train yourself on managing your time well. Train yourself to follow simple schedules and timelines. For instance, train yourself to wake up at the sound of an alarm without hitting the snooze button. Do this even if you don't feel like waking up. In the long run, you will get used to it, and this will greatly improve your self-discipline. Getting used to a habit and adding it to our schedules portrays great self-discipline, and thus it is easy to achieve our goals. 3. Highlight and acknowledge your weaknesses. On the journey to achieve self-discipline, you must identify your weaknesses and accept them instead of ignoring them. Accepting them will reduce the negative impact they have on you. For instance, if you are, let's say, addicted to Facebook, acknowledge that fact and find a way of limiting it while at work. For instance, you can switch off notifications so you won't get distracted while doing work. If you assume that Facebook will not affect you while working, you might find yourself missing on deadlines. It is therefore advisable to accept our weaknesses to achieve self-discipline. 4. Avoid and get rid of temptations and distractions. Staying in a temptation-free environment will go a long way in getting or falling into a bad habit. To achieve self-discipline, one must get rid of all the things that are likely to affect them. For instance, if you get distracted easily maybe by WhatsApp notifications, you can start by turning off pop-up messages, mute conversations, or better still, turn off data. Training yourself to avoid doing something bad is a big step towards becoming self-disciplined. 5. Eat regularly and eat healthy. If the sugar level in your blood becomes low, your thinking ability is likely to get affected negatively. Either you will not be able to concentrate well, or your ability to resolve will be reduced. If you are hungry, you are likely to have reduced the ability to control yourself. Eating and also exercising will also help to improve your brain functionality, hence increase your self-discipline. 6. Celebrate simple achievements. When you make a step towards becoming self-disciplined, congratulate yourself and celebrate the step. This will keep you encouraged, motivated, strengthened, and more focused in achieving your goals. 7. Train yourself to withstand emotional discomfort. Train yourself in withstanding discomfort or pain. Practice by experiencing boredom, frustration, or sadness. This will improve your ability to tolerate such situations and hence go a long way in making you self-disciplined. 8. Forgive, recover, and move effectively on from mistakes. Learn to effectively forgive yourself and also to forgive others. Making mistakes is part of becoming successful. How you treat a mistake will determine how much you are likely to gain it. If you treat them as strengths, they will build you and your self-discipline. 9. Find a source of motivation. It all starts with one simple word: why? Why do you want to change? Why is it important for you to achieve your goals? Why haven't you achieved your goals in the past? Why is now the right time to start pursuing your goals? These are all questions that you need to ask yourself. If you are not motivated and fully invested into achieving your goals, then you are simply going to be wasting your time. You need to be motivated and you need to be invested so that when you encounter challenges and obstacles, which you will have the motivation to fight through and to overcome them. 10. Plan out your day. Planning gives you a structure to follow. It gives you a direction to head in when you may be feeling lost, and it gives you a purpose to keep on going when you may be lacking energy. Take 5 minutes out of your morning to plan your day. Start with planning the things that you want to get done before planning the things that you need to do for others. Here's why this is effective. If we can effectively plan out our day, we are going to know exactly what it is that we need to accomplish, the places where we need to be, etc. It is going to be a lot easier to follow a daily schedule than it is to try and remember all of the various tasks that are wanting and needing to accomplish throughout the day. Just imagine how much more we can get done if we take 5 minutes to plan out our days. We aren't going to be walking around aimlessly looking for something to do. We aren't going to be forgetting anything that we were supposed to get done. Instead, we are able to look at the plan that we have laid out for ourselves, check everything off as we do, and have a clear understanding for the direction that we are wanting to head in. If you want to build unbreakable self-discipline so that you can accomplish more of your goals, then planning your day out is a must. 11. Rewrite your goals daily. Once you have planned out your day, rewrite your goals. This is going to bring awareness towards the goal that you have for yourself. When we set goals at the beginning of the new year, we often write them down in a notebook or a journal that, we lose only a few weeks later. But if we can get into the habit of writing our goals down on a daily basis, not only are we not going to lose them, but just by seeing them written out on a daily basis, we are more likely to subconsciously work towards achieving these goals. It's easy to forget the goals that you wanted to achieve a few months ago if you have nothing to remind you of them. It's a lot more difficult to forget about them when you see them over and over again. Remind yourself of why your success matters on a daily basis and rewrite your goals. 12. Create reminders all around you. This stems from the last point, but if you want to stay on track, the best way to do so is to bring awareness towards the things that you want to achieve. The more aware you are of what it is that you actually want to achieve, the more likely you are to stay on track and to actually pursue the goals that you have for yourself. One thing that I have found incredibly beneficial for me is to set constant reminders of what my goals are. It might be a little bit overkill, but I have Post-it notes hanging on my bathroom mirror. I have posters in my room of the goals that I want to achieve. I have a list of my goals on a piece of paper in my wallet, and I have a motivational quote as the background image on my phone. Ring, ring! Hey, remember, you're going to make it! Okay, maybe not. No matter where I am, no matter what I am doing, there is always going to be something that is going to remind me of my goals. Having those constant reminders is going to help me to build the discipline needed to achieve these goals. Having those constant reminders really does wonders for your motivation. When you set constant reminders, your goals are constantly going to be staring you in the face. Every time you want to give up or slack off, you are going to be reminded of the plans that you have for yourself. That feeling will help to keep you motivated toward what's important. 13. Time block your day. Another good way to build unbreakable self-discipline and stay on task with your goals is to time block your day. Have a schedule, but commit a certain time frame to a certain task. For example, let's say your job requires a lot of phone calls. Oh, poor you. I hate phone calls. Anyway, moving on. So, on top of that, you also have to respond to emails and attend meetings. Time blocking would be designating a specific task to a specific time of the day. Maybe you respond to emails every day from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., then you make your calls from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., then you schedule meetings from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Obviously, you should adapt this to your schedule and what's going to be most beneficial for you. The point is to prioritize your tasks, to stay on schedule with what you need to get done, and to stay disciplined to fight off distractions. Having your day divided up into time blocks can definitely help with that. 14. Find somebody to hold you accountable. Have you ever noticed how much more difficult it is to back out of something when that something involves another person? This is because we as humans, we hate to disappoint others. We are people pleasers, and the more that we please others, the better we feel about ourselves. Naturally, many people do, and are going to, skip this step because they don't want others to see how much discipline they actually lack. It's easy to set goals for yourself and give up on them shortly after, but it's a lot more challenging to set goals and give up if you are chasing your goals alongside somebody else. You don't want to disappoint them, so you are going to do everything in your power to hold on. Sometimes, holding on can be the difference between success and failure. You never know how close you are to achieving your goals. You could have been a year away from seeing astronomical progress, a month away, or maybe even a week away. But if you give up, you are never going to know. All of the work that you put in up to the point of you giving up will have been for nothing. The best part about finding an accountability partner is that everyone is looking for one. It isn't just going to benefit you, it's also going to benefit your partner. So find the courage to ask around. Ask a family member, a friend, a coworker, whoever it might be. It's a lot easier to build self-discipline if you have somebody else there alongside of you to help hold you accountable. 15. Are you going to regret not doing something? This is probably the most powerful habit to develop that will help you build self-discipline. You know the goals that you want to accomplish in life, and you know what you need to do in order to achieve those goals. Oh, knock it off. You know what I'm talking about. If you are questioning whether or not you should do something, ask yourself this question. Am I going to regret not doing this? If the answer is yes, that you are going to regret not doing something, then you do it. If the answer is no, then you aren't going to not regret not doing something, then you move on to something that is going to be a better use of your time. In order to make the most of your time, then, you have to choose to use your time wisely and efficiently. Success comes to those who are disciplined, and to those who remain disciplined in a world full of temptations. Learning to shy away from ever regretting something is a great way to help you stay on track. Life isn't going to be perfect. It never has been, and it never will be. So, learn simply to do your best. As long as you do your best, focus on the goals that you want to achieve and continue to become the person you envision yourself becoming, there won't be anything that can get in the way of you and your goals. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, even the preachy parts, please like, share, comment, and especially subscribe to the channel. And by share, I mean, take a friend of yours that you know needs a little extra in the butt. You know that person. God, get moving! And send this video to them. So it's not coming from you. It's coming from some random YouTube video they saw. You are also free to receive the new book, 7 Secrets to Change Your Life Now, by clicking on the link in the description below the video. Good luck!